All right, everybody, welcome back to my channel and everything. And you guys like, subscribe, share, do everything that you need to do. Anyway, what we're going to talk about today is all of these states, or the not the states themselves, but the local governments wanting to take Trump off the ballots. This one's going to be brought to you by McKay's blade sharpening service. You guys get on out here and I'll sharpen up your blades for you. We are the sharpest tool in the shed. Anyhow, in Washington, officials in Colorado and Maine have declared former President Trump, ineligible for running for president. But there's a long way to go. I mean, the states, can actually keep him off the ballot before they can do that kind of stuff. But the people, I thought it's for the people. Hello. The people want him on the ballot. Let's see here. How many was that voted for him in 2016 and then 2020? A lot. You get the number. I'm not even going to tell you what the number is. Trump's not for politics. He's not for politicians. He's not for people that what do they call it? Grease your palm kind of thing. He's not for none of that. He's for the people of the United States. He's also for the military. He's for jobs, lots of jobs. I mean, there was tons and tons of jobs. Everybody's trying to say that Biden's creating jobs. No, it's people coming back to the jobs from what they created, the catastrophe called COVID-19, what they created. So, it's people coming back from that. So I don't think Trump would blow smoke up your butt. I really don't. You know, it's almost like legal thieves. They steal money from you and then label you as a taxpayer. That don't make any sense to me. But everybody's got their own view, and that's what I want to know. I want to know what your view is on all of this stuff. I mean, Trump's legal team they plan on appealing all kind of stuff. Meanwhile, the Colorado Supreme Court and the Maine Secretary of State's official have delayed enforcement of their rulings pending the appeals process. And everybody knows how long this appeals process stuff takes. It takes weeks, months, hell, it can even take years. You've seen guys on death row, I guess, for appeal. And next thing you know, they've been on death row for 20 something years due to these so-called appeals. The Colorado Republican Party has already appealed all of this stuff. I don't think it's going to stick myself. I mean, that's my view. I don't think any of this stuff's going to stick. I mean, these partisan election interference efforts are a hostile assault against the American democracy. So, if you think about it, it is a hostile assault. It's what communism does, or communists do. That's how communism is introduced. So, you guys have to think about this stuff. I mean, if somebody can run for president of the United States and the other people don't like him and they try to take him off, and he was already president and he was pulled out of the presidency. It's all on tape. Everything is all on video. Everybody's seen it. I mean, come on. So it's crazy. There's somebody called Chewing said, and her ruling disqualifying Trump from the Maine Secretary of State, Sheena Bellows, said that the former president participated in the January 6th insurrection. How? Where did he participate? Show me where. He said by employing a false narrative of election fraud to inflame his supporters and direct them to the Capitol to prevent certification of the 2020 election and the peaceful transfer of power. Okay, listen at this. Don't worry, you guys had Pence on your side. Pence was never on Trump's side. So Pence went ahead and certified everything. All they had to do was not certify it. They went to the state votes, and Trump would have won. But that's what Trump wanted to do. And if you look at all the videos, I mean, I've seen some of the videos. I really didn't look at all of them. But some of them show people pulling big old ballot boxes or whatever out and everything. And they find it. I mean, it was a catastrophe. It was just a total disarray of everything. So the insurrection, was it or was it not an insurrection? Did he engage in it? These are the things that reasonable people are going to disagree with. Did he engage in it? He didn't. I don't think he did. He didn't cause all of it. If you look at the video again, it shows the police officers opening up the gates and saying, "Come on, come on, come on in here." I've never seen that done before. Um, and and there was other people that went out the back door. There was people that ran. These are the government officials that send your kids to war, and they won't even sit in there and face these people. They run and hide. They're like little cockroaches when the light comes on. So you think about all that stuff. I mean, I didn't see any of them staying out there to confront anybody. Anybody, you know. This guy Ty Cobb, a former White House special counselor under Trump, who has been critical of him in the recent years, predicted the Supreme Court would eventually rule in Trump's favor by concluding the anti-insurrection clause does not apply to the president. There's a lot of things that don't apply to the president. Look at our current situation now. Let's see, given how many billions of dollars to Ukraine? Come on, man. And then I see on TV, and I know everybody sees it. Can you give 35 cents to help a dog, or something like that? Give 29 cents a day or something. I mean, no. And once I find out what the government has been giving these other countries and everything, also I found out something else. Whenever we put a base, an Air Force base, Army base, Marine base, anywhere in another country, we pay them rent. Huh. Look that up. All right. Before the Supreme Court can weigh in on any of these other states, these other states may follow, the lead of Colorado and Maine. And see, this is another thing. Some of these states or some people, they follow stupid sometimes. They do it. The efforts are underway in these states like Arizona, Nevada, Oregon, New Mexico, of course, New York, and Texas. That's strange. I might have to, I don't think, I don't think all this stuff is completely accurate. So as Trump's attorneys have pointed out, some states have rejected moves to keep Trump off the ballot, and that's good. I mean, he wants to be on the ballot and be on the ballot. The only way you're not going to get him into the presidency is if you don't vote for him. Then don't vote for him. Accept the gas prices like they are. Accept high interest rates. Accept eggs being at $4 a dozen when they were 75 cents to $1.25 a dozen about 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 2, 3. Anyway. Let's see. There's other states like Alaska, Nevada, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York. Of course, I already mentioned them. Oregon, South Carolina, West Virginia, Wyoming, Vermont. Virginia, Wisconsin. I mean, they're predicting all this stuff. They're going to try to follow suit because it's like buddy buddy. Hey, Texas. Hey, Arizona, whoever. Me and the Texas guy and the Arizona guy, we're buddies. But I'm from Maine, and we're buddies. Hey, let's see you on the golf course. Hey, how about let's take him off the ballots? I'll pay you such and such or whatever. That's just my view. I'm not saying that they did that. I'm not saying anything like that. But these underhanded people are just there's something else. Anyhow, that's my view on all this stuff. You guys, give me some insight. Let me know what you think, and just pull some stuff up, everything like that, and look up everything, and just tell me what you think. I want to know your input on what all this stuff going on in Ukraine. I mean, they were saying that Trump was going to cause World War III, And now Biden's in there, and now we got what, 2 or 3, maybe even 4 wars. Maybe even there's some wars we don't even know about. We're feeding money to other countries when we're not thinking about our country now. Well, at least I do. I think about our country. I served time in the military, and think about your country. Anyway, I tell you what, I'm going to leave you guys on this one little simple note. That's my views of everything. Look it all up, check it out. I mean, do your research, Google all this stuff, and you'll see why your taxes are going up, why you're labeled as a taxpayer, while money's being stolen out of your paycheck. Think about all that stuff. I mean, I do. I think about it all the time, and it aggravates me. And then whenever I put my tax returns in, I get $300 back after how many 1,500 to 2,000, 3,000, however much has been taken out of my paycheck a year, to give to other countries, and I don't see it. I don't see that doing too well. And also Trump said he would take the payroll tax off of everybody, get rid of it. Why can't Biden do it? Why didn't Trump do it whenever he was in there in the first place? I ask myself all these questions. I'm not saying Trump's the best. I'm not saying Biden's the best. I'm just saying, what can we do for our country to make our country better? And I'm thinking that Trump is probably the best candidate at this time. Not the greatest, but at this time he's got everybody beat. He's got everybody beat by double digits. All right, everybody, I'm going to leave you guys with this one. When someone opens up about their problems, it doesn't mean that they are complaining. It means that they trust you, and trust means everything. That's a big thing in relationships, friendships, anything that ends with a ship. Okay, people, guess what? Ha ha! Flint's out!